Hi YouTube, it's me, Nana Lynn. Just wanted to let you know this is not usually what I do, but today has been an unusual day. It has been a very tiring day. Lots of stuff going on. I got a call at 6:30 this morning. My dad had fallen, and Mom couldn't get him up, so we all kind of went down and did all that. Well, it appeared that he maybe had had a stroke, so we called the squad and got them to come down. And then we went to the hospital and we sat there for a while. Not too long. They were in and out really quick. The doctor had already been in to see him and ordered all this stuff done by the time we got to the hospital. So, of course, we had to run. Sorry, I'm a hot mess. We had to run back to the house and grab different things that we needed, and we had to wait for the ambulance to get out of the driveway. And, by the time we got there, they were working on him. So his heart rate when he went in was 35. His blood sugar was 37. His blood pressure was, let me think, I believe it was 68/48. So that really wasn't very good. Any of you in the medical field know that you need a larger number between the two numbers. I mean, the closer those are together, the less your heart is beating. Excuse me. So, anyway, me knowing that, had to blurt it out, and of course that scared my mom. And I really felt bad, but I'm a firm believer in that if you need to know something, say it. But anyway, back to my story. They did all kinds of tests. They did a CT scan. They were going to do a chest CT, but they couldn't because his, I can't even remember. Anyway, something had to be, it was his kidney function, basically. It's not where it should be, and it hasn't been in a while. His kidneys have been getting better, but they were really, really bad there for a while. But now, he's laying here, he's out of it. I mean, he was non-responsive when we brought him in. And the only one that could get anything out of him, and that was a squeeze of her hand, was Mom. So by the time I got there and got everything together with Mom, they were doing the second cultures on his blood. They were drawing those. So, he's laying there. They're trying to talk to him. He kind of opens his eyes a little bit. They've got his blood sugar up a tad. It was up to what did she tell me? 42, which isn't good, but it's better than 38, or 35 or 37 or anything under that. So his heart rate is up a little bit. He's back in he's back in the 50s, which is where he runs. That's not good either. Your resting heart rate should be 72, and his was less than 56. I think it was 54, if I remember correctly. So he had all that to do, and he was out of it. He really was. So they came in, and because his heart rate kept dropping to a dangerous level, they put the pacer pads on just in case they had to shock him. Not something I would ever want to see. So I'm glad they didn't have to do that, at least where I could see it. So they transferred him over to Genesis Zanesville, which is 30 miles to our west. So we we took him over there. So that's where I am now. And you can see I'm outside the ambulance bay because that's where he was. And there's part of the rest of the hospital. And the thing is, they have this teeny tiny little virus that's going around. And it's called COVID. Everybody knows. So they won't let me in. They let Mom in, but they won't let me in. So the nurse promised me that she would call. Okay, I took her at her word. But that was shift change, and the count is now 9 ambulances later, and she still has not called. So I am getting to the point where I think I'm just going to pack it in and go up to the emergency room, which is right up there, and ask them in person what is going on. Someone needs to talk to me. I am not the kind of person that you can leave sitting in a car not knowing anything. I have to know what's going on, especially when it's my parents. Now, I get the idea. I get it. COVID, bad. Don't want to give it to anybody. Don't want to get it from anybody. Gotcha. Got it. But the last thing I needed today was a greeter on a power trip telling me that I could not go with my mother, who was absolutely so upset she was shaking, and I couldn't go and get her settled and make sure everything was okay and get something set up. That's the last thing I needed today. I did not blow up at her. Well, no, I take that back. I did blow up at her. I looked her straight in the face and said, he better not die. If he does, I will own this hospital. So, I mean, did I mean it? At the time I did, yes. Do I mean it now? No, probably not. I'm just frustrated and I'm concerned. I mean, my father could check out of this world at any time. Am I ready for that? No, not at all. Because I know that when he is gone, I just feel in my heart that Mom won't be far behind him. Not that that's a bad thing. If she needs to go, that's fine. I get it. I lost my mate. I know what it feels like. You don't want to live. You really don't. And, you don't want to be without them. You just don't. That's the way it is. So, what I'm asking from you guys is more tolerance on my part. Some more understanding. And if you wouldn't mind saying a prayer for my dad, I'd sure appreciate it. So I think I'm going to get ready here before it gets dark, and it's getting darker a lot sooner these days. I think I'm going to drive the car up and park it and go in and do my bathrooming, and then come back out and hopefully stop by the ER and see if I can find out anything about my dad. And if I do, I'll jump on, I'll post it. So I just want you guys to know that it's here, it's real, it's, we're just going to have to figure out what in the world's going on. So, thanks for listening to my rant, guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye.